Last weekend was a big result for Rotherham United, as of course they are the Football League winners after beating Sutton United at Wembley. But can they make it a double bubble by, of course, getting promoted from, of course, League One? We'll take a little look at it, all of it, next. Forward to a bit of a bonus week, that's right, over in League One as we play some catch-up games. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. Of course, they are the patrons, and of course, if you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang today. All things League One related, Blackburn Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. It is very, very tight, of course, the race for promotion from League One to the Championship, with, of course, just 3 points separating first from fourth. Who knows about? Don't even get me started on the playoffs. Of course, out League One, it is getting very, very spicy. Of course, we're building up to a big end of the campaign. But let's take a look at how we all got on last time around then, shall we? Of course, with the results. These were the games, of course, that were supposed to take place. But here come the results. So, Accrington Stanley like playing at home, don't they? 4-4 in the end over Cheltenham, of course. As, of course, the Coleman's boys just keep on keeping on. And that one. Sunderland picked up a big win over Gillingham. 1-0 win for them. They remain in the playoffs at the moment by a point. Meanwhile, Charlton, of course, did lose to Lincoln City. 2-1 win for them on the road as well. Crewe did lose to Fleetwood Town. Big win for them down the foot of the table. Morecambe the same. 3-0 win over Bolton, as of course they try to keep themselves in this division. Ipswich Town with a 1-0 loss against Cambridge, that dented their playoff hopes quite substantially. Of course, MK Dons with the 2-0 win over Shrewsbury, called it lads, got that one bang on the nose. Plymouth, again another winner for them over Oxford, though big win for them. Of course, Oxford drop out the playoffs for the time being. Of course, Plymouth within touching distance of the top spot at the moment. Portsmouth, of course, Rotherham will have to do that another day. Sheffield Wednesday against Wimbledon was a 2-1 win for the Owls, as they make a push up to 5th in a table. Wigan, of course, 1-1 draw against Bolton, and Wycombe pick up a 2-0 win over Doncaster, and Wycombe are within touching distance as well of the playoffs. It's anybody's guess right now. As you can see, Rotherham and Wigan are level on 80 points. Wigan do have a game in hand, but of course, Rotherham have the goal difference for the time being. MK Dons at the moment 6th, in 3rd spot, 79 points for them at the moment. Plymouth are in 4th, Wednesday 5th, and Sunderland are 6th for the time being. Then you have Oxford, Wycombe, you probably have Ipswich, and that's probably about it. I think 9th and up are realistically in it. However, Portsmouth have 3 games in hand on Ipswich, so maybe we can count them in it as well. So I'd say maybe 10th and up are still in it. As for the drop, then Crewe are going down. Morecambe at the minute with giving themselves a bit of hope within striking distance of staying in the division. So I think Fleetwood and Down are in the relegation pit, and Lincoln all the way up to Bolton are probably on their holidays. That's what they should be anyway. Of course, take a look at how you guys got on with the Prediction League. Take a little look, and it is 3 guys, Ticks on Tour, Ultra Old Merit, and Deep at the Great, of course, picking up 7 points there this past week. What's that done to the overall mini leaderboard? Well, take a bloody bow. It is Deep at the Great with 109 points, 8-point clearance over Ferris, 77 for the time being. Okay, this is the mini leaderboard. It's not the master leaderboard, but it's the mini leaderboard for the second half of the campaign. So well done to them, and well done to the patrons for supporting the channel behind the scenes. If you want to get amongst it, it's Cutley League One, and of course this is a catch-up week, so it's not a full fixture list. We'll have the second, we'll be back midweek, maybe Wednesday, Thursday for the weekend's games. But these are just the games taking place on Tuesday and Wednesday, so let's get these done, get them out there so you can get your predictions on it. So we'll kick it all off with Wimbledon against Charlton, a bit of an all-London affair. Now these two sides, of course, play each other 14 times, it's done 13, 6 wins for Wimbledon, 5 wins for Charlton, and 3 draws, of course. Wimbledon, though, haven't won the last 22 games, goodness gracious me, of course. Up against the Charlton side, of course, just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 58% form for them at the moment. Last time around at Wimbledon was a 2-2 draw back in March 2021. The reverse fixture at the Valley was a 3-2 win for Charlton back in Feb. Of course, that was not too long ago, actually, about 2 or 3, 4 weeks ago. Meanwhile, Wimbledon a little bit unlucky up against Sheffield Wednesday, losing, of course, 2-1 last time around. Charlton also lost to Lincoln City last time around. The odds, though, for this one, of course, Wimbledon 70-10 for the victory, goes 25 is your draw, 31-20 is your Charlton on this one. I'm actually going to go against the grain here and back, of course, Wimbledon to win this one 1-0, just enough to get over the line and get the 3 points. They look like they're toast already anyway. Crewe down there, Wimbledon probably going to go down at the moment, but we'll see if this could maybe spark a revival. Next, of course, we have Wigan up against Accrington Stanley, a bit of a northwest crunch clash over at the DW. Now these two sides have played each other 5 times, 2017, 3 wins for Wigan, 2 for Accrington, and 0 draws. Just 1 defeat past 6 though for Wigan right now, 67% form for them. Of course, up against the Accrington Town side of just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time out at the DW was a 4-3 win for Wigan. That's back in December 2020 in League One. Of Of course, the reverse fixture this campaign in Accrington was a 4-1 win for Wigan back in September. They also played each other in the Football League Trophy. It was a 5-4 win for Wigan way back in, of course, November 2021. It was in the second round. Of course, Wigan went on to win it. Progressed anyway. Meanwhile, Accrington coming into on the way that 4-4 draw against Charlton at home, and Wigan did draw with Bolton last round 1-1 as well. Looking at the odds for this one, we got Wigan 7-4 on for the victory, 14-5 draw, 11-2 is your Accrington standard. Can they be party poopers? Of course, dent Wigan's hopes for top bins on this one. I don't think so. I think Wigan will win this one, and of course, with the win, they'll go top according to my eyes, according to my maths on this one. Cambridge United up against Wycombe Wanderers, of course, over at Cambridge. Now, these two sides have played each other 12 times in 2003, 2 wins for Cambridge, 9 wins for Wycombe, and 1 draw, of course. Back-to-back wins there for Cambridge right now, 42% form for them at the moment, up against the Wycombe side, unbeaten in the last 6, 83% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around at Cambridge was a 3-1 win for Wycombe back in October 2017. Of course, they did play each other at Wycombe back in March 2022. Of course, that was a big 3-0 win for Wycombe as well. So Wycombe unbeaten against Cambridge over the last 5 games, picking up 4 wins and a draw as well. Wycombe, though, picking up a 2-0 win over Doncaster, back-to-back clean sheets. In fact, 4 clean sheets on the spin for Wycombe at the moment, up against Cambridge side. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets for them as well. Not too shabby. Of course, look at the odds on this one. Then shall we? Cambridge are 16-5 for the victory. 2019 on is your, of course, your Wycombe. They are your favourites. 23-10 is your draw. I'm back in Wycombe as well with another 1-0 win, and of course a clean sheet to keep on keeping on. They're just getting over the line. They're winning. They're keeping a clean sheet, of course. And let's talk about Wycombe for just a minute second. Of course, next if they don't get promoted this campaign, and Rovers, of course, bottle job it. Will Gareth Ainsworth finally become Blackburn Rovers manager? He is a Rovers fan, of course, by heart. And, of course, maybe he could be the guy to reinvigorate Rovers next season. We'll talk about that as, of course, the weeks progress. Fleetwood Town up against Lincoln City. Let's take a look at this one there now. Played each other 6 times, 11, 2 wins apiece and 2 draws, of course. Just back-to-back games, though, without a defeat for Fleetwood. 25% form up against the Lincoln Town side, Lincoln City side. I always say that. Of course, just 1 win and 4 for them. 42% form for them over the last 6. Last time around, though, at Fleetwood was a 0-0 draw back in October 2020. The reverse fixture in Lincoln was a 2-1 win for Lincoln back in August. Of course, that's right. Of course, Lincoln picked up a 2-1 win over Charlton last time around. Of course, Fleetwood did pick up a win over Crewe as well. Look at the odds for this one. 70-10 is your Fleetwood. 9-4 is your draw. 70-10 is your win. Of course, the bookies have no idea which way this will go. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Lincoln City on the road for this one. Big win for them as they get away from it. And Fleetwood Town will be in a bit of bother as well. Morecambe up against Oxford United, of course, over at the Globe Arena. Is that what they call it? Or the Azteca, or whatever they call it. Played 15 times and 6, 2 wins for Morecambe, 6 wins for Oxford, and 7 draws, of course. Just 1 win 6 though for Morecambe right now. 25% form up against Oxford United side. Just 1 defeated past 4 for them. 58% form over the last 6. Last time around over in Morecambe was a 4-2 win for Oxford. That was back in February 2016. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture at the Kazam was a 3-1 win for Oxford back in October. Of course, Oxford did lose to Plymouth last time around. Of course, Morecambe with a 3-0 win over Burton last time around. The odds though for this one, what are we looking at here? Morecambe coming out just 16-5 with the 11-10 on is your Oxford, and of course 5-2 is your draw. Back, of course, Oxford United here, back to winning ways, 2-0 win for them to keep the heat and get back into the top 6 according to my maths. MK Dons up against Crewe Alexandra. Let's take a look at this one over at the stadium at MK. Now these two sides played each other 20 times since the year 2000. 9 wins for MK Dons, 7 wins for Crewe, and 4 draws, of course. Crewe though, without a win in I don't even know. They've lost 6 in the bounce, 0% form for them at the moment. Up against the Milton Keynes side, of course, 5 wins in the last 6, 92% form at the moment. Of course, it'd be quite criminal if they don't get promoted at the moment. Of course, last round over in MK, of course, it was 2-0 win for Crewe back in April 2021. The reverse fixture in Crewe was a 4-1 for Milton Keynes back in October. MK Dons pick up a 2-0 win over Shrewsbury last round, back-to-back clean sheets as well. Meanwhile, of course, Crewe did lose to Fleetwood last round. The odds though for this one, what we're looking at here, we are looking at MK Dons 3-1 on for the victory, 92 is your, 8-1 is your long shots. That's of course Crewe Alexandra. Back, of course, Milton Keynes Dons to take the win. Of course, again, maybe moving to second spot here, depending on their goal difference. Of course, yes, indeed. In fact, they will go into second, according to my eyes. And then wrapping up, it will be Bolton up against Portsmouth. Of course, a win for Bolton here could actually put them back on the map. Of course, denting Pompey's hopes as well. But anyway, played 29 times in 1993, 30 wins for Bolton, 8 wins for Portsmouth, and 8 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat in the past 5 for Bolton right now. 50% form over the last 6, 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2. Up against the Portsmouth side, just 1 defeat past 6 for them, 67% form for them. But however, haven't won the last 3 for them at the moment. Last time around at Bolton was a 1-0 for Pompey back in January 2020. The reverse fixture at Fratton Park was a 1-0 for Portsmouth as well. So Portsmouth have actually won 3 on the spin against Bolton Bolton haven't conceded a goal in those last 3, and they've also come into this on the back of 1, 2, 3 clean sheets on the spin for Pompey, and of course Bolton come into this on the back of a draw against Wigan. The odds though for this one then, shall we, 65 is your Bolton, of course 23-10 is your away win, that's Portsmouth, and 12-5 is your draw. Gonna back, of course, what am I backing on this one? 2-1 win in the end for Bolton Wanderers to take the win, dent Portsmouth hopes, and of course maybe give them a bit of a last minute spark to maybe make a search for the playoffs themselves. That's of course my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it. Cut League 1 is of course the link. It is free. Get amongst it, get your name in lights next week. And of course we're going to be looking at the weekend's games midweek, of course. Probably Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see about that. But anyway, that is it. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and also Patreon as well. But until then, boys, we're done right now.